Okay, well, we're at the workshop today. We're having a bit of a play about with the TV. It's my daughter's telly. It's got the backlights have gone in it. Well, actually, the backlights haven't gone in it. I don't think they have. Reason I've come to that conclusion, let me explain. This is our main power board, yeah, which gives the backlights. That's the backlights in the back of the LED backlights. That's where it's powered from. There's no voltage on this terminal. We're getting voltage to the main board. And under this plate here, this is the T-con board. So that controls the data, so the lights illuminate at the correct timing. So that's timing. T-con stands for timing control. So that's what that is. So yeah, I've ordered a new T-con board because they're not expensive. I think they're about £6, and I've actually acquired a new power board. I could try and do a bit of fault finding on this power board and change a few components, change a few capacitors, take them out and meter them, because there could be one there, but all the tops look good on them. They don't look like any of them have blown in any way. So there's a few components there, but on the underside there's some surface mounted stuff which I'm not going to be able to change. So this board's about 25 quid. So it's a no-brainer really. We'll replace this board, and if then it don't work, I'll replace the T-con board, and then if it doesn't work after that, we will change the backlights in the back of it, which will involve taking the screen apart and getting inside the screen and changing the backlights. So, which is a doable job, a bit fiddly, and you've got to make sure you've got a bit of space to do it. As you can see, I'll have to clear up here, and you know, because the screen, you don't want to break the screen, because if you break the screen, well, you might as well throw the telly in the bin then. So, but that's where we are with that. So I thought it'd be a bit of a change of a video. We're coming up for 2nd of December today, so yeah, we're having a bit of a play about of a telly. So there you are, that's where we are with that. So when I get the main power board in the week, I will bring the camera down here and we're going to have a try out of that and see how we get on. So yeah, there you are. Anyway, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and I've had some new subscribers. Thanks very much appreciated. And yeah, anyway, I wish everybody happy Christmas, and yeah, we'll get back to this in a little while. So I'll see you soon. Right, well, here we are, a couple of days later. We've got a package here, power board, and this little one I've already opened. It's the T-con board. That's a little T-con board which sits under this, under there. So we're probably not going to use that one just yet, but we're going to get this unboxed, get this changed. There was something I didn't tell you. If you have got a fault like this where you suspect the backlights or the power to the backlights, let's say, because this is I suspect the power to the backlights is gone, it's not getting no voltage here. Now if it is getting voltage here, then your backlights are gone. There is a way of checking the backlights. What you do, try and do it in a reasonably dark environment, but you turn the telly on, and then you shine your mobile phone light onto it, and if you can see any graphics of any description on the screen, but very faintly you know your backlights are gone. That's if you're getting power to your backlights. So if you meter that and you find you ain't getting any power there, then obviously there's more than likely there's a fault on here. So that's how you derive that fault. But anyway, let's get this unboxed and we'll have a look. Let's see. Let's put this bloody camera here. There we go. Right, let's get this bloody thing undone. Oh, and we get that fitted up. Let's have a look here. What we've got. There we are. Very good. Come from Londonderry, that did. So thank you to the gentleman in Londonderry for that. And hopefully this might be the answer. Now there's a different derivative of this board. That's derivative 19 on here. And this is all, oh dear, keep knocking the camera over. The board on here, this is derivative 19. The board I've got to replace it is derivative 20. So we'll have a look at the differences. The naked eye, it doesn't appear to be a lot different, but let's hope that is the case. Right, let's get this board out and we'll have a look. Put that now. Let's raise it up a bit so you can see a bit better. So if I put it there, you'll see it better then, won't you? There we go. You'll see me taking that out then. That's better. Right. Or even there. Let's put you there. Yeah, so let's hope that's the case and it is that board. I'm not sure what the variations are on the board or why they changed it on the later models. I know there's a couple of components on the later model which are a little tiny bit different, I think, but they're not really anything significant. Now let's bring you over here, you can see, right, so they all look pretty much the same here. If you look over, so this is on our main side, that's our 240 coming in. This is the original board here. Same on this side, everything's the same. The only thing I found which was a little tiny bit different, if I can find it again, yeah, this component down here, it's a wire coil or some description. They've taken that out and they've put a link in it now. You can see that link down there, there's a link. There's one there and there's another one over here. Oh, it's the same on that one, no, that's alright. So yeah, that's the only change I can see, which hasn't really got much of a bearing on anything, so we should be alright. So let's get this back in and we'll have a go. Yeah, the back of the board's a bit different. Look, that's the, well, no, not really. Back of the board looks the same. So yeah, let's have a go, shall we? I'm sorry, I may have bought the T-con board for no reason, but I thought for the sake of, it's £5 or £6 with the postage, it was like an obvious thing to do, really. It was silly not to buy it and then need it. So yeah, and there's nothing on the timing control board you can actually repair. It's all surface mounted stuff. Well, I certainly can't repair it. There are people who can, who've got the equipment, but for the sake of £5 or £6, it ain't really worth messing around with. So, excuse me. Right, now that's all back in. All back in. So what we've got to do now, this is going to be the awkward bit. I've got to turn the telly up the other way. We'll turn the telly up one way. Let's make sure I've got to keep knocking this camera over. Right, let's get some power to it. Let's bring the camera over here so you can see what we're doing, because it'd be easy for me to do it this way because the plug's on this side. Okay, let's plug her in. Well, it don't look like we've got much going on here. Well, might be a case we're going to have to change the T-con board and have a look at that. Right, well, let's get that's off. Ah, I see LG flash up then. I did see the LG flash up on the screen then when I tried to power it on. Let's do that again. Yeah, LG flashes up. Well, that's a good sign. So, interesting. Well, we're going to change the T-con board now then, and see how we get on with that. Yeah, oh well, that's a little bit disappointing, but anyway, this is what it's all about. This is what it's all about, isn't it? So, yeah. So let's change this T-con board. But at least it's getting LG flashing up on it now, so that's something. Right, let's get this little board out here. Now this is where I've got to be careful because my fingers are so bloody big. You've got to make sure right, that's the T-con board. Let's get the new second-hand one out. Right, there's our new T-con. Timing control. Yeah. Okay. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, because this is quite awkward to work on. with that there. Let's just take this power board out a minute, the main switch rather. Yeah, because that helps us get in. We can get into it a little bit easier like that, look. So that's one of them. There's two of them. Right, let's put that back in. Ooh. And if it isn't that, then it is to do with the backlights, but I'm not entirely convinced at the moment. I will highlight the fact, if you don't know what you're doing with anything, don't mess around with it, because on here we've got mains voltage on all these components. There's a bridge rectifier there, so yeah, you'll get a nasty belt off of that, you will. So don't mess about with what you don't know. Anyway, let's have another go. Fingers crossed. Oh, fingers crossed. Let's put that there a minute. I don't. Still nothing. That's a bit of a letdown. See, I see that LG flash up then. It's looking like it is our backlights in. Annoyingly. Yeah, that is annoying, isn't it? Oh well, these things are sent to tries. See, I didn't even see the LG flash up that time. No. Well. Okay. Well, that's what it is. It's backlight changing time. That's what it means, I'm afraid. So that's where we'll have to go. Yeah. Right, well, we'll get on the order again. And we'll order the backlights. And let's change them. So I've misdiagnosed that, but I'm pretty sure there weren't no voltage on that, so that's a bit interesting. So it's a little bit concerning, because is there a fault on the main board now, which I don't know about? There could be. There could be. So that's not very helpful, is it? That's not very helpful. Let's just do this a minute. Let's unplug that, just to see, make sure we've got a good connection on that ribbon cable going to the timing control. Yeah, try it one last time, but I don't think we're going to have anything. Nah. Backlights, I'd say. That's where we're going. Wow. Anyway, well, there we are. That's where we are with that at the moment. So, what we've got to do to change the backlights, I've still got power on it in a minute, but you undo all the screws on the screen. You obviously turn it over the other way. You lift the screen off and you can get to the LED backlights and you can replace them all. So that's our next job. So right, well, when I get them, we'll replace them and see how we get on. Yeah, anyway, right, back to the drawing board. Okay, well, it's another few days later, 2 or 3 days later. We've got the backlights. Big box, packaged well. They're the backlights. Here they are. As you can see, there they are. Set of backlights for a LG TV. So, what I'm going to do is try and set this camera up somewhere here. Or over here even, actually, because I want to put the screen on the other side. Let me have a look, see what I'm filming. Yeah, I'm going to put that there. And then you can watch me dismantle this bloody telly. Like they say, there's 2 chances, 1 and none. Yeah, like I was saying before the battery went flat, there's 2 chances, 1 and none. So we'll have a go and see how we get on, won't we? So here we go. I'll probably speed all this up and when I get it on the video editor, because it'll be a bit boring, this video. So right, get some decent screwdrivers out of it. Yeah, I'll speed this video up. Right. Put it over there. What we do is make a bit of space. room and nowhere to put that. It's usual, isn't it? That's it. Okay. Whew. That's the speakers. That's the speakers. That going out. Right. Let's get my little wires here. Good so far. Those little screws in a different pot. That should come out of there now. Yep. In case I need to take that off. May not have to, but it might be wise to. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to take that off. So. There we go. That's it. Got to be very careful with them. That's the ribbon cables for the screen. If you break them, that's game over then, see? So, yeah, that won't be good. I go round to the screen and give all the screen the information it needs. So if you snap them off, that would be bad. It won't be worth doing really if you do that. So let's turn that over that way. Now we get the try and get the screen off. I've undone them. Right, short screws going the sides there. There's a bit shorter them screws. Yeah, so basically before I decided this was going to have to be done, I changed the components, which could have also been the problem, because I wasn't over expensive. So oh, I can't undo that one. Why is it always one you can't undo? So yeah, as I was saying, it wasn't over expensive, so it's worth changing them first, because this is a bit more of a pain to do. And with my bloody great hands, it's easy to mess it up. As I say, you've got to know your limitations, and this is about as technical as I want to get with bloody modern electronics, because it's all too small. I mean, I know I've seen some people refloat multi-pin ICs with the right equipment, and bloody clever stuff. I can hardly see any of it. Even if I could see it, I wouldn't be able to do it, you know. So that's better screwdriver. So yeah, there's a guy I follow on the old channel there. He floats the chips off on the old graphics cards. Extremely clever, you know. Makes it look easy on these videos, but I can tell you now, it bloody well ain't. That's a skill there, that's for sure. Anything to do with electronics and mains power, if you don't know what you're doing, just don't do it, because if you pick up the wrong bit, you know, grab hold of the wrong thing in any television, there's mains voltages floating around, and if you haven't got a clue what you're looking at, don't do it. You know, it ain't worth it. Right, let's have a look here. No, still got one to get out there, look. Typical. When you think you've got them all, there's always another one. That's it, right. Okay, there we are. Is there any more on this side? Yeah, there's another one here. There's quite a lot of screws in this. Quite small and all, well they are for me. Some people say they're big screws, but okay, now we've got to be careful of here. Right, don't want to damage that, but I don't want it in the way. Let's put that over here. Right, that's that. Now, there's the screen. There's the screen. Now on here, there is the layer you've got to get up, I believe, or does this? Yeah. I don't know if I needed to do that. No. I need to unclip the screen. Yes. That needs to go back. Oh dear, made a mistake already. I believe I've made a mistake already. That's not good. Yeah. Like I say, if it works, it works. If it don't, well, can't say I ain't tried to repair it. You know, that's all there is to it, ain't there? That's all there is to it. I have to go around that side. Maybe I didn't need to do that. Maybe. Okay, let's see if it unclips in that case. I end up breaking these clips, I know what I'm like. There's one. That's two. Take your time. There we are. There we go. We're getting somewhere. Well, there's the first mistake I've made. I took the screen off of the top there. I shouldn't have done that. That could potentially lead to a problem. You might end up having fingerprints on the screen. But anyway, nothing I can do about it now. Like I say, it is what it is. God, well, that don't want to come off of there, does it? There's there. Corner's broke on that one. That's about right. Oh well, that's come off now then, hasn't it? It's off now. So fiddly with my hands. There's probably something I'm doing wrong. I'm sure there'll be someone out there going, don't do it like that. Don't do it like that. But there you are. There's always going to be an expert. Ain't there? There's always going to be an expert out there. Right, now we're getting somewhere. There we are. Right, let's go around that front again. Aha, now we can see where we are now. Yes. That's it, that's looking quite promising. It's looking quite promising, I ain't saying it is, but there's something still catching on that bloody corner. It's them corners what are a pain, it seems to be. Yeah, they don't like coming off on the corners. Right, that's the screen. Let me have a look underneath it. Yeah, it's the same thing, but you have to take that surround off, so there you are. That screen could do with a bloody clean anyway, it's filthy. Right, now, what I intend to do, let's get another cloth on the top of that. Always try to work clean and tidy doing this sort of thing. There's always a good rule of thumb. You know, it helps. This is just so I can lay the other bits on top of there and they're not going to scratch each other. Right, that's it, good. Now this comes off. Remembering what the top and bottom is, so what I'm going to do for my own reference, I don't think it matters too much actually anyway, because it's uniform that, so it goes on, it can go either way, that can. I don't think there's any problem with that. So right, that's out of the way. Okay, now we've got to the crux of it. Yes. There you go, they slide out, they do. See these little things here? These little things slide in. Now you take all them out. Yeah. So that's what we're doing now. And get all them out. A bit fiddly, but especially when there's tape on the opposite side holding things together. There we go. Might come off now. There we go. Don't want to break them, see, I've got such big bloody hands, it's easy to break things. So there's probably, once again, there's probably a tool you use to get them out. And basically what they're for, it holds the screen off the front. Alright, these things we're pushing. Let's push it back over again. Just got to unclip them. Look, you push them out like that. They're them silly things like you get on cars, they push in. Yeah, they can be broke easy as well. I don't know how many of them there are, so it's just about being a bit careful when you're taking it apart, that's all. Because you can break it, you can break things and it's not going to go back together as it should do. Right, there's one there. There's one underneath the T-con board. We're going to unplug the T-con board. So I don't want the T-con board getting damaged, because that's a new one. I've got a spare, but I don't want it getting damaged. So the timing control board we can take out. Right, one more there. That's it. Well, let's turn it over and see how we are. I think I've got most of them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's one left there and there's one there. So there's a dozen of those altogether. Where's that last bugger? That's down there. That's it. Right, there's a dozen of those in that pot there. Right, now turn it back up. Now we can remove this. Carefully. Right, that's out. Now we can see the wood for the trees. There's our backlights. So these get taken out and the new ones installed. So what we could do, we could put a voltage on these to see what ones are gone, but I'm not going to mess about with it. We're just going to change them. We're just going to change them and have done with it. Let's get the new ones here. Have a look at them. Okay, so I know you have to be a little bit wary because there's a left and a right hand side. with these. They're not all the same. So you've got 4 of one and 4 of the other. I think they might be labelled A and B. Yes, they are. If you look on there, you've got an A there. Can you see that? A. And you have a B. So the B is on the power side. If you look at here, see that indent there, the locator, and that one there, it's dead in the centre. This one here has got a locator up this end, so you start putting the A's on first, then you work back this way, otherwise they'd be in the wrong places. So I can see that's how you do that. Right, let's try and do the bit I don't like, trying to get these plugs out, because I'm never very good at doing things like this because my bloody hands are too big. Oh yes, yeah. Should just pop out, but for the life of me you can't. Never seem to do it. I can't anyway. Come on, baby. Now see, I've just pulled the wire out of the plug. Well done, Kev. They do pull out. See, something I wasn't aware of. Funny old design that is. I thought they pulled out, but they don't actually pull out as such. They, yeah, they're funny things, they are. Okay, yeah. I think I can see how that works. Yeah, okay, yeah. I think I can see how that works. You have to lever them off, sort of thing. They don't actually pull out as such. Yeah. Yeah, funny old do. Funny old do. Let me show you that on camera. Yeah, when you put them in, they don't just plug in, they push down. I don't know if you can see that on the... They sit on the top like that, and they push into it, and you push them in. So, yeah. Quite awkward that, actually. I thought they'd just be like a little plug and socket, but no, let's change it to make it awkward. Once again, there's probably a little tool there you can buy to get these out, I would say. Oh, come on. I'll go around the other side, I can't get it. That bugger won't come out there. There we go. Gotcha. Right, we're out. Okay, now these all come off. Don't mix them up with the new ones. I don't know whether the tape's supposed to come off. I ain't going to worry about that tape, I'm leaving it on there. What I'll probably try and do later is power these up and see so I'll see if there's any voltage written on it. I'll power them up at some point to see what ones have gone in it, just out of curiosity. If it works, that is. Okay, well, yeah, so at the end of the day, a new one of these tellies is about 260 quid, I think, something like that. So, you know, not crazy, but nonetheless, if it can be fixed for sort of 50 quid, it's worth having a go, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? Right, now, let's get all our A's. That's an A. That's a B. So they look like they've got upside down, they are. But anyway, that's how they are. They've labelled them the wrong way. The A and the B are upside down compared to what it was a minute ago. But anyway, don't matter. As long as they're the right way. A, B. That's an A. That's a B. Right. Okay. Peel the backing off of each one. Now there is an indent there. That's got to go in there. It's got to go in there. So that gets stuck down like that. Then the second one has to go in there, you see. So we peel that off. Get rid of that. Static electricity gets on your hands. They plug in like so. Then you can fit that down there like so. Make sure it's firm, if you don't want them coming undone, or you end up back to where we were, see? Look. So there's our connector in the middle, and hopefully when you reconnect you put these connectors back on and Bob's your uncle. Hey, that's the size of it, so let's do the rest of them. I think I'm still getting what I'm doing there, aren't I? Yeah, I know it's a bit far away on the old GoPro, but anyway. Okay, let's get them installed. Like I say, if you've got a little bit of patience, you can have a go at doing this sort of thing. If you're aware of what you're doing and you've got some kind of electrical background, you know how to do things. It's not beyond the normal person's capability. I know it ain't for everybody, you know, and you do need space to do it, because at the end of the day, if you're trying to do it in a little space and you've got nowhere to lay nothing out, that's how things get broke, and then before you know what you're trying to achieve, you've ended up breaking something else in the process. So, which, how do I know that? Is because I have done that. So having room to do things is always an important thing, and being organised a little bit. Okay, so looking good, looking good. Right, one to go. I'll do this one on this side. Can't reach that far over the table. we've just had the that's, well, it weren't much of a storm, but it wasn't here anyway. The old storm tonight, or last night, and the old wind's been quite bad really. Hasn't been too bad here, but I know some people have had it quite rough really. It's also, I think it's even killed a couple of people up north. So yeah, but you do get rough weather in the winter. Oh, there we are. They're all in. Now, let's put these plugs back in. I'm going to get my glasses because I can't quite see that. And I can check the terminals on it then, see, making sure we're getting contact. Now it looks okay on that one. So they push in like so. Let's get something to push it in with. Oh blimey. Yeah. Like that, and then I believe, yeah, I think we're there. Are we there? Yeah, I think that's in. I'm pretty sure that's there. It's that first one I want to have a look at because I pulled the wire out and I wasn't happy about it. Yeah, it's okay though, I think. Yeah, that's in. That's in. Why I didn't put an ordinary plug and socket on them, I don't know. I've sort of made that harder for some reason. Probably to stop people doing the job, you know, because that's where you break it. I would imagine anyway. Yeah, funny old do that is. Funny old do. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. I know they say check the voltage. 94 volts. Yeah, 94 volts. Interesting. Yeah. Oh well. Two chances, like I keep saying. One and none. So. Right, that's the bottom. Let's make sure I get this right. There we are. Yeah, that looks okay, doesn't it? Yeah, it can only go that way because of them connectors there, so that goes on there. Right, now we put those plastic bits back in. Whatever which way. They can only go in one way because one, that's it. If you look down in there, there's a, let's show you. There's a bigger slot and a smaller slot. That's the small slot and that's the bigger slot. So, There you are. They can only go in that way then, see? If you look at the back of the pin, there's a big pin and a small pin. So they slide back in. You know, you see plenty of videos of people doing things online. See, I've just broke one. Too heavy-handed. I've got to stick that now. So this classic example, I'm doing it as I'm doing it. I ain't trying to hide what I'm doing, and I've just broke another one. My hands are too big. Don't push the pin. So I've got 2 pins to glue now. Ah dear. So off to go and get some super glue in a minute from upstairs. Great. Come on, in you come. That's it. That was a tight one. So I would definitely have broke that if I hadn't. So I've got 2 of them to bloody repair now. Ah dear, oh dear. That's it. Yeah, big hands. See, big hands don't work with little things. They don't. They just don't work. Right, that's gone in easy. Well, now these things should be okay because I just push in. Yeah, they're all right. There's a dozen of them. And I just push in. They're not a problem. They're not a problem. So I've got a couple of standoffs to repair now. Somehow. Which is added work, you see. Like I said, you know, if your hands are a little bit more refined, not bloody great things, you're all right. Don't know my own strength, that's the trouble. Right, so that one can be glued on. I can glue that one on. It's this one is the problem. I don't know what. Oh, there's the pin. I've got the pin there. Well, I'll have to go back in and get some super glue. Back in a minute.
A few moments later.
Okay, well, I didn't bore you with me trying to stick these pins, but what we've done, you can see that one. I've stuck it, but I've also put a bit of hot glue on it. I know you're going to say, oh, yeah, you could have bought new ones. Well, yeah, I could have done. I want to get the telly back together, so there we are. That'll do the job. You know, always find an answer to something if you can. There you are. So that's that. So they're back. That's all back together. Yes, you could power them up now with the 94 volts to see whether they light. I ain't got a 94 volt supply, so that's not going to happen, is it? So, like I say, is what it is. So all this goes back on. That's good. That's all good. And you get your screen. There's your screen, which needs a serious clean. That goes back over here. It's important that you get them ribbon cables secured correctly, because you don't want to bend the ribbon cables now, because that would be bad, because that would be the end of that job, you know. So yeah, that would be pointless trying to fix it. Come on, baby. Be good to me. Called fiddly. Bloody fiddly. That's all I'm gonna say. Take your time. Take your time. They're in. It's getting these bloody corners in is the secret, I think. There we go. We're getting there. We're getting there. There we go. That's got that one. That's it. That's in. That's in. Make sure they're all clipped back. Get that screen seated properly in the frame. And we're looking pretty good at the minute. Along this front edge. There you hear that clip in then. Light it up. Right, so that's that. Yeah, that's good. Right, now. Pass around. Before I flip it over. That's that, that's in. Right, let's get a cut of screws in and I can turn it up the other way. Now, like I said, the big screws go in the bottom. So let's just get a couple in here. And I can reattach them ribbon cables what come out of the screen. And then there's half an oak there, don't you? See? Yeah. Like I say, my YouTube channel is a bit, you know, it does what it does. I don't do one particular thing. I'm one of these people who sort of has a go at most things in life. Try to anyway, you know. I don't do any extreme sports or anything like that because I'm way past doing all that lot, but I do like to have a go at trying a few things if I can do them. And doing tellies and all that, I mean, that goes back to when my dad was still around. He used to fix the tellies and we both used to have a go at it, like, you know. So back in the days when you used to have the old CRTs, cathode ray tubes, as they used to be called. I used to have a stable back down where we used to live. It was full up with TVs and video recorders, and we always sodding around with doing something or fixing them for mates at work or trying to fix them for mates at work, you know. Sometimes it'd work out, sometimes it wouldn't, but nature of the beast sort of thing. Yeah. So, but with modern stuff now, they don't make it to be repaired. You know, alright, the main board on this one, you could get a meter out and check a few things on it and replace your capacitor or whatever, but I don't make them to be repaired. So but there you are, that's the age we live in now. I mean, like I say, there are people who can do it with expensive equipment, like for floating surface mount ICs and all that. There is ways of doing it. Right, now these got to go back in carefully, without breaking the ribbons. Well, that's one of them. That would be bad now, doing all that and then breaking the ribbon cables, wouldn't it? Aye. That wouldn't be the best in the world. There we are, that's good. They're in. Right, now we can put the timing control board back in. I need my glasses for that. They sit on there, them ribbon cables, and they clip in like that. They're funny, very small they are for me. That's it, that's in. And then you plug the T-con board in. Let's get a couple of screws and put the cover back on there. And put that cover back on there. Let's get rid of them glasses now, can't see them. Okay. And now this is the point where I go, I've got it the wrong way round. Or is it? Alright, I don't need all them screws in there, so I've got to take some of them screws out. That's alright. I put too many screws back. Not a problem. They don't go in yet. Then once, then three. There's 3 screws there I've put in too soon. That's the bottom steel work, metal work there, what protects the ribbon cables. And they sit in there like that. Like so. That's it. So there we go. Beautiful. Now I'll put them back in. There you are. One there. One there. We're getting close to powering it up. It's not going to be much longer. So we will see whether the effort was worth it. As I say, up to now I've paid out 50 quid. So, well, it's got to be worth a go, isn't it, you know? It's got to be worth a go. There ain't much else to change in it. There's only one board I haven't changed in it, and that's the main board. So I don't even think they're over expensive. You can probably pick them up for 20 or 30 quid. So if it comes to it. But then you'd be up to 70 quid then, see, so that's the thing. It's alright if you've got some idea it's going to work. Which I have, to be fair. Okay, we'll put the speakers back on. Get them slotted in. Like so. I'll just slot in and push in on little clips. Like that. Now, yeah, that don't look bad. I've got 3 screws here and I don't know where they go. That's interesting. Oh, I know where to go. Of course I do. So you have, yeah, helps you put that back on. We won't be turning it on without that plugged in, will we? No. Won't be turning it on without that plugged in. That goes without saying. I have got one screw left over. So that's an interesting outcome. Oh, I can see where that goes in on. That's it. One screw. That's it. That's what I like to see. 0 screws left over. Like I say, doing the video, I could always refer back to the video. I know it's from a bit of a long angle, but I could probably figure it out. But anyway, right, that's all back together. Moment of truth. Moment of truth. Let's make a little bit of space here. Get rid of all this in a minute. Get rid of these here, all these old backlights. Nice lenses on them. There's, yeah, quite, I know they're plastic, but they've got nice lenses. Right, now let's get our cable, our mains cable. We'll get that plugged in now. Let's lift her up so we can see what we're doing. I need to put something underneath it because the button gets pressed otherwise, so I'll have to do that. Okay. Moment of truth. There we are. That looked good to me. Yeah, that's working. No signal. See that? Now, LG. We're back. Super job. So, there you are. That is an LG TV. Let me get this right there like that. Try and feel myself. LG TV. New backlights fitted. Like I say, don't mess about with electrics if you don't know what you're doing. Because you have got, oh, it's on the back. You have got mains cables coming in, and all that lot there, what you're looking at is all mains, 240 volts, and if you touch that, that'd be a bad day for you. So yeah, don't mess about with things you don't know what you're doing. It shows you can get the telly going. So there you are. So that's that. So from me, I'll give you a thumbs up. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching. And happy Christmas. And have a good New Year. All the best. And there we are. Just to prove we've got picture.
The Reds have burned £85 on the pokerwork tables, ticking off their big spend and second buy. It's 2-all. So what's your plan to find your final item?
All good.
Basically, I'll just keep him in line because he's old and he's back messing about.